Welcome back, everyone. Back here at the property again. Got a lot done last week with the clearing down there with that bush hog, or brush mower, I guess. So we came up here last evening, made it part way up the drive, clearing the grasses that have overgrown. So now today I'm going to get the other half back to the top, and then we're going to start working on several little projects. Shanna's up there clearing around an area at the top already, and then we've got one structure to take down, some holes to dig, and then get to doing our grading and figuring out the excavation plan. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the weed eater and start clearing this so we can get to the fun stuff. Alright, so been weed eating our way up here just so the truck can get through easy. Luckily I did that a lot in the spring, and now it's just grasses, so we can walk right through it with the weed eaters. So the project Shanna wants done
is take that thing down.
Yeah, she wants this gone. So this property's been vacant for so long that you get a lot of four-wheelers through this, and then we don't know if anyone comes out here and just thinks they can use this to hunt whenever. We don't want the liability issue, so we're just taking it down. We're gonna get this out of here, post a couple signs that it's private property. We're not fencing it off or gating yet. We figure if people want to four-wheel through the winter before we're here full-time, that's fine, we don't really care. But then once we get here full-time, where there's some paths that come in the back of the property, we'll probably go ahead and fence across those. But for now,
let's get this going.
It's this one.
Yep.
So we'll get to tearing down. All right, so you might notice we are dressed differently, and that's still there. We'd recorded our intro to explaining what we were doing on this, and just before that the other day, we were weed eating our way up here, and Shanna's like, man, something just stung me around the nose or lip. She didn't know what it was. And she's had allergic reactions to yellow jackets before, but we didn't see any yellow jackets. So it took about 5 minutes to get our way over to where we're standing, talk to you guys about what we were doing, and then by the time we walked over to that, Shanna's like, my face is starting to swell. So she did not have her EpiPen on her, of course,
because I haven't been able to have one because there's no doctor right now.
Because they're crazy expensive and they expire every 6 months. So it's been 3-4 years since she had an issue before. So we'd had a couple EpiPens, but then they expire, you forget to go get it, and then
you have to have a doctor's, and we haven't had a doctor for a year now.
So we haven't stopped it. Like our one doctor quit and then didn't get set up anywhere, and then we moved. So
it's just been a mess.
And we've been lucky enough to be healthy and not need a doctor. So yeah, but anyway, so it was about 10 minutes from when she got stung till we realized there was a problem. And I got her to the doctor in town 12 minutes from there. So it was hop in the truck, haul ass down the hill.
Leave everything here. We just left.
Yeah, we just dropped most of the stuff and went. And luckily we got there about 4:30. So
it was a regular doctor's office, but there's nothing close to here.
Yeah, it's about 35-40 minutes to the closest hospital, which if you guys are thinking about moving out in the middle of nowhere, that's something to consider. Know where your hospitals are. If you don't think you can get there, go to your local fire station, because then if anything's happening, they can get EMS and get you hauled wherever you need. In our case, there was a local doctor's office that we could just run in, and so they took care of us. So that was good. But yeah, Shanna's face swelled all up. I don't know if she'll want me to put a picture of that in here or not. It looked pretty bad, but she can make that executive decision later during editing. But yeah, so we got nothing done the other day, basically, is what we're saying, other than a little bit of weed eating.
And I'm not allowed to weed eat anymore. He says no, so I have to be away.
Yeah, so she's still got a little swelling today, but it's not nearly as bad.
Oh, it was awful.
And last time it took 3-4 days for it to all go down. But,
Yep.
but past that, but then it's been raining here now. So we got here, and if you've seen our previous videos, the beginning drive up to the top, it's about a 20-degree slope. There's not much stone in it. It's just whatever rock's been there over the years. So it's just packed dirt. When I bought the truck, since we were towing a lot of miles, I did not get the trimmer package. I got the FX4 package, which has all-terrain tires, the rear locker, all that good stuff, but does not have the mud terrain tires. So at the bottom of the hill, there's soggy area, so the tires got just caked with grass and mud. And then going up that 20-degree incline,
Was not gonna happen.
it just starts spinning. And I took some video, but the video does not show the slope of it well. Like, if you watch off-roading videos, and if you go off-roading, I should say, you watch off-roading videos, it doesn't look that bad, but then when you're out there off-roading, and whether you're in a Jeep or whatever, and you're on these inclines, it's much worse in person. So then we kind of get the truck up here, but we drove out here. It's Friday evening. It's like I got off work and we drove out, spent 45 minutes to drive out here. So we wanted to get stuff done. So I said, screw it. So we've been literally hiking the 100-foot hill up, carrying tools. So I just carried the ladder up, the weed eater up.
We got the chainsaw.
Yeah, we got the chainsaw brought up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and weed eat all this crap out of here while she keeps a safe distance that way.
Yes, for sure.
And then once this is weed eated, I'll put the ladder up there and get up and see what tools I need to take this thing down. And then we'll have to hike down and get those tools. On the way down, I'm probably gonna stop and try to weed eat. See, I can't even keep straight what I'm doing. Get the chainsaw out, and there's the tree blocking the path on the far side. I've tried to get a little bit of it. I'm gonna get back to that. So I'll weed eat this, see what tools I need, chainsaw, and then we'll see how much we get done before it gets dark.
And FYI, if anybody ever gets stung and you start to swell, just immediately go to a hospital or a doctor, because we found that out 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then, you
she
don't
was-
want to mess around with it.
Yeah, last time she had breathing problems when we decided, oh crap. But then we were closer to town and a hospital. That's why this time we're like, nope,
Yeah.
no effing around, get in the truck, go. And we are glad we did. So
Yes,
yeah,
very
'cause
much.
literally she had a shot in her and Benadryl and all the stuff they give her within 30 minutes of being stung,
And I was still swelling.
and she still swelled like crazy. So yeah,
It got bad. It got very, very bad.
yeah, no hesitation. If you have any signs of an allergy, go. Especially if you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna get to work and hopefully we get somewhere this time. Okay. All right, so on the way to get tools to take that down, I'm gonna stop and work on this a little bit. One of the themes of my channel is I always have the wrong tools. So before we bought this, we had a 1 acre property. I had to cut some limbs up once in a while, nothing big. So we bought an Ego chainsaw. Worked great for what we did. The batteries have started to die now though, for all the weed eater and all that. And Ego's batteries are ridiculously expensive. An 8 amp hour battery is 400 bucks. I've got 8s, 12s, 4s, all that for my Milwaukee stuff. And for 400 bucks, I can get a second Milwaukee weed eater with a battery. So, and an 8 amp hour battery from Milwaukee is like 200 bucks. So I'm gonna ditch the Ego stuff soon. And now that we have this property ego is not the right tool for the job. I will be getting a gas chainsaw. So before, I know everyone's gonna be in the comments, what the heck are you thinking? And you are right. Ridiculous tool for what we're doing. But this is what I've been doing, is each time I come through, I've been just cutting a little bit more until the battery dies. Eventually I'll either get it pulled out of here or I'll buy a gas weed eater, or a gas chainsaw. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of that, and then we'll carry the tools we have down to the truck and get what we need to rip that other thing down.
Not quite there.
Yeah, and I need better tools. I should have brought my other bar up so I could put some tension up so it would fall properly.
It's being stubborn.
Well, I'm just trying not to go all the way through it.
Yeah.
Because then if it collapses down, that's where you're supposed to wedge this side up.
Yeah.
So when it falls away, and this is lifting. But you don't want them falling into one another.
There it goes.
There we go.
Yay. Finally, something.
But now I got to get the truck up here to pull that out.
Yeah. Well, that might be tomorrow or Sundays.
So I've got 2 branches cut off of it.
Maybe it'll get light enough that your truck can move it.
We'll see. Now if I cut this, that'll just fall properly.
Yeah. About dead?
Battery's dead.
Oh, well, there we go. That's it for the day.
Yep. I don't have my pry tool to get the nails out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we're just dropping it right in here.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it all in one place.
Okay.
Because there's going to be nails in them.
Yeah. Yeah, stick everything right there and then we'll deal with it later.
Ooh, yes.
Yay!
I only had 2 bits on me.
Happened to be the right one.
I made the door heavy enough.
Well, I wanted to make sure it was going to stay.
Yeah. have brought my hearing protection.
That was a little loud.
It's like a cartoon. Check on the dog and see his problem. Yeah, this wedged in there so tight, it's holding.
You got that recorded. I seen it coming. I dug.
Yeah, you need to learn to get out of the way better.
Well, I had the ladder. I couldn't go
Let
anywhere.
the ladder drop. Don't just stand there and be like, well, I've got to protect the ladder that's all aluminum.
It fell on the ladder. It didn't fall on me.
Your hand was in front of the ladder.
No, it wasn't that close.
Falling off. Whew. All right. So I got that much done. We got some rain moving in and it's getting late in the evening. So we still got an hour drive, well, about 45 minutes back to the campground. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a day for today. Almost killed Shanna again, but she's learned to drop the ladder and run there. But I should have been watching out too. I get too laser focused on what I'm doing and I forget about the peripheral stuff. So
it didn't hit me though.
She should learn by now to keep clear of me when I'm destroying stuff. But
and then a wasp came out at you.
Yeah, that last piece of wasp came out, started circling me, but better me than her. So call it a day. We'll come back tomorrow, try to get the rest of it down. That stand is wobbly as all get out. We thought about putting a railing around the top for a lookout, but it's too wobbly, so we're just gonna take the whole thing down and I might build something else later. Yeah, we'll call it a day and catch you up tomorrow and see how much more we get done. All right, well, it's Saturday, back out here. Shanna's over cleaning up some of the mess I made yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on getting the rest of this thing tore down and see if we can move on to some other projects. All right, that was a short-lived project. So, just got up there and Shanna pointed out right above me was a big wasp nest with a bunch of wasps moving around. So I don't want to rile them up after the week we had.
Yep.
I don't think Shanna wants me to.
No, I don't want you to get stung either.
So, this video has turned into a long enough video between all the headaches, so I might just wrap this one up here. And then we'll pick up in the next one with finishing this, digging our holes, doing all that stuff. But, yeah.
We're just gonna change directions today.
Yeah.
Not finish that.
Yeah, so, I don't know. This is what happens when you're developing a property like this on your own. You don't pay for it to be done by professionals, you stumble through it yourself. So that's what we were doing, but there's tons for us to do, so we'll just head back.
Down at the bottom.
Yeah, cut that tree. Might cut a little bit more of that tree up today.
Put another sign up.
Yeah, we're putting our no trespassing signs in the back corners. and then we'll go down to the bottom and start doing some stuff, but we'll catch all that in the next video. As always, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.